I know you think you're serious and you think that you want it and you think that you want these things in this life. But be real with yourself. Do you really want it? And if not, that's fine. Stop letting the world influence you and telling you that you have to be this way or do this thing to be this, whatever you want to be. But if you're here, you probably do want the things. My name's Achilles, and I was stuck in that cycle for the longest time ever. I was working 24/7. I was pushing so many things forward. I felt like I had all the world in the palm of my hands. I had so much momentum. I was meeting with real people, doing real things in the world, had my mind on all these things I wanted to accomplish. But the simple fact was, I was not the person to get those things yet. And it all came crashing down. And what I thought was this whole grand plan that was happening in real time ended up just crushing and falling in itself, and I ended up in the worst position in my life ever. It's not the fact that I wasn't trying hard enough or that I wasn't really about it. It was simply due to the fact that I was chasing more so the thing that came with what I thought I wanted rather than actually becoming the person to get what I wanted. And first of all, it started with the fact that I didn't really know what I wanted. I let the world influence what was good, what was bad in my life. I was primarily after, money. I was primarily after showing off to the world that I was successful, or that I did wear the nice clothes, or I was this person rather than actually becoming that person. And that led to, the worst moments of my life. You can't fake something for so long because it's eventually going to come crashing in. All your problems are going to end up catching up with you. You can't run away from your problems. You can't live in this facade and this fake reality that you made for yourself forever, because it's going to catch up to you. Either way, what really changed is once I realized what it actually took to accomplish my goals and to be the person that has the goals in completing a body transformation, it taught me everything there was to know about actually getting goals. Like the changes you have to make for yourself, the habits you have to change about yourself. You literally got to reinvent yourself into the person that gets the thing that you want. And losing your ego and realizing who you are at this very moment in time can't get you what you want. And it's obvious because you look around in your life and you have nothing to show for it. Once you realize that one piece of information and you realize that you actually need to change into the person that gets what you want, that's when everything changes. No longer are you trying to rush things or force things into existence in a state that's just gonna leave you more tired, more drained without any real result. Like I said, who you are right now can't get those things. You haven't built the proper character. You haven't squashed your old worldviews that keep you where you are. You have not changed enough to get what you want. So stop focusing on the outcome. Stop focusing on where you're going to be or what you're going to do or how life's going to be at that point. And just look at the now. Where are you currently? You need to change that in order to even think or get to the place you want to be at. You got to start with the current reality. Stop clouding yourself. Stop thinking that you're something you're not, because it's just going to lead to so much pain and cloudedness and uncertainty. That's just going to make the journey in getting there so much more difficult than it has to be. You're making yourself suffer by putting this false reality in your head, and then your current reality not matching it, and then you get mad, and then you just continue in this cycle of thinking you're getting there, feeling like the world's in your hands, and then it all crashes, and then feeling it's in your hand and it just crashes, and all that is just leading nowhere. So just stop it. Just stop it. Look into the now and see what you have to do currently in order to take a small step into where you want to be. It's good that you have the end vision, right? But stop focusing on it so much. Start focusing on the simple steps on the way to the end vision, because the end vision itself, you can't think your way to it. You're going to have to put real work. You're going to have to change yourself in real time. You're going to have to change so many little things about yourself that you don't think are so significant. And overall, who you are right now versus who you are when you have those things is going to be like you versus an alien. It's going to be a completely different person. But in order to even close the gap with the person you want to be and the person you are currently, you have to change yourself in your current form, and that's going to take a long time. And once you respect time, once you realize what it actually takes to change and succeed in the things you want to do, then you start using time as your ally. You realize that you are actually en route to changing and you're doing the proper things currently. And it's only a matter of time of continuing to do those continuous daily inputs, change yourself slowly, but you know in a chunk of time that you can do a great dent. And fitness will teach you that. I know there's so many things that you can put your attention and focus on right now and do properly, but fitness not only gives you structure to do things properly, but it only takes 12 weeks, unlike any other goal, which is uncertain, like a business. You don't know when it's going to take off. You don't know. There is no guarantee that you're going to become successful in a year or two even. But fitness just gives you that first proof of concept that you can change who you are, and you have a physical change, a body to represent who you are. Once you complete one body transformation properly and you structurally and you do it the right way, the way you go about the world, the way you go about goals, everything in your future will manifest itself because you now know actually what it takes to achieve it. And it's no longer a daydream in your head, or it's no longer just a thought, and you've proved to yourself that you can really bring things into reality based on your actions, and you know the step-by-step process how to get from here to here. You did it in a physical sense, so you can do it in anything that you desire. Either way, if you want to make real change and you want my support one-on-one, book a call down below. We can get you results in 12 weeks, and most importantly, just prove to yourself that you can do things in this world, that you can actually stick to what you say you're going to stick to. And overall, just unlock your world to whatever you want it to be. Either way, thank you for watching the whole video. If you made it, like, subscribe, and Keely's headed out.